After a long, hard season, we're finally down to our last four teams as we welcome you to the Finley Rec Center for the Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be the 4 and 2 seeds, Lincoln and Cheyney, going against each other for the Eastern Conference crown. How did they get here, you ask? Well, let's tell you. It was a long, hard-fought series on both sides, both going a distance for the full three games. Lincoln was able to close out the defending champs Penwood in Game 3 after just a monster performance like Caliph Mears in Game 1 that gave them the energy to outlast them for the rest of the series. As for Cheney, they were able to beat out Comtech in what was more of an upset after dropping that first game. Both teams were able to roar back in Game 2 and Game 3, and they are ready to go here from the Finley Rec Center in this Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. For their keys to the series, we did see keeping it 300 last night. It was Caliph Mears, both of our co-MVPs, Caliph Mears and Wanya Green, joining the show. Did see how they both were trying to game plan for these series. As for Lincoln, Caliph Mears saying that even though he has not really known this team quite well, he does know that his team needs to play together and also trying to make sure they drain out that clock when needing to. It's been a struggle for them when ahead. They're just trying to stay into these games, and we are underway here in the Eastern Conference Finals as the ball is tipped, and here we go with Cheyney. Jr. passes it out, almost losing it. They look for the mid-range jump shot. Brinkley just had that little word he got in the opening. He was our most improved player here. Actually, he was Defensive Player of the Year in the Alumni League, and he will try to give his team this strong defensive presence. One thing you got to know about this Cheyney team, they're not really led by one star player than the others. Really a collective unit, a bunch of tall, long guys able to have that team chemistry that led them past Comtech. And they are ready to go against Lincoln in a 0-0 game as we are just underway here. On the left side, drum shot is up and that'll hit the side of the rim, no good. We do see all of Lincoln's starting five. No sign of Caliph Mears here as he's just getting ready to go. Going to try to get him ready for the second half of this game. And we're underway. Darnell Robinson bounce pass right into the basket, and it sets up his man inside, Jonathan Kirkpatrick, there with the 2 points. Consistent big man Kirkpatrick has been all season long. They're a definite leader in rebounds. Go-to big man for this Lincoln squad. We see Cheyney passing it around, trying to clinch their way to the title in a Game 1. Trying to dribble around Darnell Robinson, bounce pass, Gene Jr. way downtown. As the shot clock expires, can get it to go, and Raul Harrington's there with the rebound. Trying to pass it over to Rodriguez. Just keeping on that topic of that, keeping it 300 show. We did see a very confident Caliph Mears on it. He also went through his history, saying he just always wanted to make it to the pros, never stopped grinding. He also said he just hits the gym right after these games, too, as well, just trying to get those extra reps in that he wouldn't get otherwise. Saying he also was very confident, as we said before, claiming that he'll be able to score 40 every game. If there's anyone in this league that could pull off that feat, would be number 2 there for Lincoln, as we see a jump shot missing the mark, no good. Kirkpatrick there, hauling in the rebound, and here we see Robinson over the cans on the wing. 3-pointer way downtown, won't count. Looking for the rebound. It is indeed taken in by the Defensive Player of the Year, Rashawn Brinkley. And Cheyney is going. Bear Bailey to the corner. And a look on the post, right hand, won't count, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up your way. Elijah Bradley going to go to the line. We did see get a bit of a look in that game plan. He even said that probably one of his biggest quotes, if they don't send me double teams, I'm going to walk to the championship. Can't really say he's lying either, as it seems they've been able to take anyone they want to when they don't double team. Going to see how the defense adjusts after hearing that news. We see that first free throw on the board here for Cheyney. Going to see if he can make shot number 2. And that ball is up, hitting the front of the rim, no good. And you're saying it looked like it was Darnell Robinson, maybe a bit too excited to go for that rebound. So he's going to get one more shot at it here on attempt number 2. He even said on the back to that appearance on the Keeping It 300 podcast, Caliph Mears did say he never even saw Cheyney play before all year long, but he does have that strong confidence saying that as long as his team is on the same page, they stay focused and hungry, they'll be able to beat anyone in front of them. And that's been the case so far this playoff. See Jared Johnson, going to be a deep mid-range shot, won't count. Cans there with the rebound. Darnell Robinson running, gunning up the court over to the corner. You see Raul Harrington try to dribble past the defender. And a whistle's blown. And it's going to be a foul there. Not on any shot, obviously, one would think. However, we do see a technical foul. Actually, we did see the T go up by our referee. And at the line, it is Raul Harrington. Gets that first shot to count, and Lincoln's up to a quick 5-1 start to get things rolling here in these conference finals. It's going to be a throw-in attempt over to Robinson. Have been seeing the MVP just making his moves, walking around the out-of-bounds area here. Not sure why he's not in yet, and we see a travel violation committed there by Lincoln, and it will be Cheyney with another chance here to get it going here on offense. Amir Bailey gonna bounce past it to the corner. A little back and forth at play here. Inside, Gene Lett Jr. quick floater alert won't count. Looking for the rebound, gets it himself, and he loses the ball, causing a Lincoln fast break. Trying to get that spin move past the defender inside. Kirkpatrick getting that pump fake to get him off, this defender off him, but can't finish the job here. Nice move by Harrington over to the wing. Rodriguez, two-pointer, that won't go in. And we see the rebound hauled in there by Elijah Bradley. A collection of guys, probably the tallest team in the Alumni League. A bunch of players that do play strong defense. We see it down low there, and they draw the foul. Instead of going for the easy layup, they're going to force him to the line to try to make these two shots. 5-1, 3:36 to go in the first quarter. It is a 4-point lead here for Lincoln, trying to extend it here from the free throw line. Saw that ball bounce on the side of the rim there, and that won't count. We did see also on that podcast, we saw Wanya Green really talk about what his game plan was against Californians. They did play against each other in the regular season, to remind you. It was Carroll on top of that one. Really said he tried to force Calif into those difficult jump shots, trying to kind of stop that dribble and stop their momentum early before it got too late later on. Once those dunks go in for Lincoln, it's just about over for most teams. Very interesting look to see how these defensives prepare and set up in these Alumni League games. You see that jump shot up, no good. As the shot clock expired, maybe a bit too rushed on that release. And we see that second attempt, and the tip-in attempt there is good. And we're Bailey flying high and able to tip that in with it, and this is a 3-6 game. Rodriguez to Harrington for three, and that counts. 3-point ball knocks it down there from Lincoln, and they extend their lead up to tripling them. It's 3-9. Whistles on the floor, talking back and forth. We see Raul Harrington and Brinkley. Just got to separate those two. And that will only serve to hype up that Lincoln sideline. Lots of talking from those yellow jerseys, and it looks like we'll be ready to get going. Not before the sub in for Cheney, going to be Miles Frazier. A very impressive round two performance in their series against Comtech. Really used that big body of his to get through that strong defense from the number one seed out east. Just was able to scoop by them in that second round series. Bailey gets the contact, doesn't get the shot, and Kansas there with the rebound. Going to take it up himself before throwing it over to Robinson. 90 seconds to go, just about in this first quarter. Quick pass, quick shot, and a quick make there by Kirkpatrick. And it's an 8-point lead for Lincoln, and a timeout is called, having all the momentum. Did a clap from their sidelines and taking us into this quick break. A minute 28 to go in this first quarter. 8-point lead for Lincoln, and we'll take a quick little pause. We'll be right back to the end of the first quarter here on SFBN. Back here, Eastern Conference Finals, round one from the Finley Rec Center. It is a quick start from Lincoln, up 11-3. Even without Calif Muir still on top of this Cheyney team. Should be a strong side for Lincoln. Happy they're winning without their star player as that shot's knocked down there inside by Amir Bailey. trying to stage a mini comeback. Still lots and lots of time to go here in this first game. We see a tip pass caught by Frazier, holding onto his dribble. I'm losing it. Going to stay right here with Lincoln after not being able to catch that one. And it's going to be Raul Rodriguez throwing this one in for Lincoln. Over to Kirkpatrick, defended inside, trying to stuff him in the paint, gets a shot up and gets it in. Shaq would say barbecue chicken alert right there, seeing the smaller defender just backing him inside and able to knock in an easy deuce. Miles Frazier over to Bradley, getting that defensive attention, gonna shoot it over the top, and that won't hit, no good. Inside, we see another attempt, getting it on the third, and getting all the chances they get, and they were able to knock it down, now putting 7 on the board for Cheyney. Final 20 seconds, Darnell Robinson with the ball. Shot clock turned off. Just trying to take his time maybe to take us to the end. Harrington to the corner over to Cans. Defended on the corner, gonna put up the shot, and nice pressure there and down low by Elijah Bradley to keep that ball going in from the net, and that will expire, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 13-7 your score, all Lincoln early on, and we'll see if that continues in the start of the second quarter. Stay right here on SFBN. One quarter down, 3 to go here in this game number 1. It is a 13-7 lead for Lincoln. Cheyney starting things up on offense. Gonna try for the quick shot. Jared Johnson inside, left-hand layup won't count. Trying to go for the put-in, won't get it, and it's rebounded in by Cans. Lincoln really impressed by their interior defense. Knew they were going against the battle down low, and they seem all prepared for that one. Got to give credit to the coach. Trying to back his way to the paint once more, and he'll lose that ball. Gonna get it one more chance to be able to put that one in, and it's gonna stay right here with Lincoln. Darnell Robinson gonna throw this one in. Looking for Bizarro. Looks like they're resting Calip still. Haven't seen him yet in this one. Still holding on to that lead, so why bother? Kirkpatrick inside, won't count. Rebounded by Bailey, and we're in the fast break. Cheyney running inside. Oh, what a block there by Cans. Thought he had the opening inside, and Cans says, wait just 1 second as he knocks it down to the floor. Gonna stay right here with Cheyney. Looking inside, mid-range, jump shot won't go. Getting the rebound and can't count that one. And here we go with Cans. Dribbling, defended by Bailey. Gonna go over to his right. Robinson, dribble move, jump shot, won't count. Looking for the rebound, Pizarro, and he's able to get it right through the defense and lays it in. Right over the taller defender, won't matter, and Lincoln's up by 8. Strong start here by the boys in yellow. Quick 15-7 start in this second quarter, early stages. Jared Johnson way downtown. Wide left, won't count. Cans at the rebound, and Lincoln getting another opportunity on offense. Pizarro, pass out to Harrington. Double teamed a bit there on that wing. Gonna throw it over to Kirkpatrick, and that'll draw the foul. Now on the shot, and it will stay right here. Gonna be passed out. We're right on that baseline. Looks like another tech call maybe. Cheyney a bit too much on their feet maybe to start things up. A bit excited to start these conference finals. Raul Harrington can't make the technical free throw, and they'll get another chance here on offense. Gonna call in some subs. You see California still has that black hoodie on. I don't know if we're gonna see him. Again, if you could rest him late in the season like they do now, why not? Harrington way downtown, knocks it in. Don't need mirrors that much if you see your guard knocking down threes left and right like that. What a start here for number 1 there for Lincoln. Bailey pass out over into the wing. Saab to Bailey for the shot, gets it down. Trimming that lead back to single digits on the assistant shot made by Cheyney, and it's now a 9-18 game. Harrington trying to size up the defender, gonna drive inside, maybe just gonna go to the wing. Three-pointer again, heat check won't count. It's gonna be rebounded in by Amir Bailey, and Cheyney's up and running once more. Inside, layup, gonna be touched up there way too much, and a foul's gonna be called on the shot, and 2 free throws coming up here for Cheyney. It looks like we are going to have a Caliph Mir signing. Going to be running up to the scorer's table. Going to have his first action in these conference finals. First shot counts and it's good. And here he comes, the co-MVP, number 2, Caliph Mears. Maybe 8 was the point where it was too close for comfort. Now it's 7. Going to see if they could get him going early. Remember, he did promise to drop 40 each game this series. Going to see if they'll be able to do it with the delayed start. Wouldn't put anything past him. Mears, dribble move. Going to lose it, and it's going to be a Cheyney fast break. 2v2, driving inside. Green over Mears, and he'll lose that ball. Lincoln with the clutch job on defense, and they'll get a chance to go without losing any points on that lead. Raul Harrington with the ball. Getting that Pizarro screen to drive right by, right hand, and the putback dunk is good! Cans out of nowhere, throws it down with authority, and Lincoln's up by 9. Hyping his team up in the second quarter. We see him in the corner, gonna drive inside, reverse layup, won't get it to go. Green gonna be blocked once more, and Lincoln is all standing and fired up on their sideline, looking to advance to their Alumni League Finals, or at least get this game 1 win. Gonna be Miles Frazier throwing this one in here for Cheyney. Just past the halfway point in this second quarter. Brinkley inside, easy deuce. Had that open lane, took full advantage. Cheyney just needs to get these easy ones in. Gonna be beneficial for them to close in on that lead. Raul Harrington inside, right hand, won't count, rebounded by Brinkley. Driving up the court, over to Green. Gonna look for the mid-range jump shot. Right in the face of the defender, doesn't matter, and Cheyney roaring back now, just down by just 5. Mears with the ball. Driving through the paint. Had his pass, but a bit wide right. Had his man wide open, just unable to find him, and it's going to be Cheyney going up the other way. Trying to find Lamar Odom there on the block, just unable to get the ball in his hands. See Cassim Green passing it over. Jump shot won't count. Looking on the block. Up with the layup, and a bit too much pressure there. Gonna draw the foul. We did see a steep drop on the defensive side by Lincoln right when Kirkpatrick came out. The key contributor to their interior defense, we saw that take effect here in the second quarter in a 5-point game. 3:14 on the clock. Going to take a quick break and come right back once the action restarts. Here from the Finley Rec Center on SFBN. Are back from the Finley Rec Center. 2015 is your score. We see the Defensive Player of the Year, Sean Brinkley, at the free throw line. Gets that first shot to fall right through. Interesting game so far. We saw Raul Harrington with a quick, fast start in the first quarter. Obviously, we remember no Caliph Mears in that first quarter. And they jumped out to that quick lead. Decided to put him in late in that second. And it's now just a 3-point lead. Lots of twists and turns to go. We see Raul Harrington dribbling it up the court over to Pizarro. Maybe try putting him in the rest of the game. Odom with the ball on the top of the key, getting that Pizarro screen. Dribble move by the big man, losing it on the floor, and Cheyney gets the possession. whistle. And going to be 2 men in black entering the game. We see Amir Bailey. We also see Jared Johnson entering the game. 3-minute marker, second quarter. Jared Johnson defended by Bizarro over to Bailey. Looking on the corner, Green, jump shot up, won't count, a bit too short. Brinkley on the rebound, blocked there by Caliph Mears, and Lincoln is trying to turn on the Jets. Rel Harrington stopping from over to Mears. Gonna drive through the center of the paint and keeping his dribble. Impressive job to keep his dribble and gets a turnover. Trying to pass it through the middle of the paint. Broken up there by Cheyney. Inside, layup counted. Back now, just a 1-point game after being down by 11. Good job in the second quarter here by Cheyney to re-enter the game. Going to be Caliph Mears trying to dominate here, I would think. If you are a Lincoln fan, that's what you want to see. Driving inside, losing his dribble. Jared Johnson can't believe it. Could be a foul on Cheyney. Lincoln keeping it. And indeed, it will be Rel Harrington throwing this one in. We see Rashawn Brinkley defending Caliph Mears. Definitely defensive matchup they would want for Cheyney. Looking for the step back, jump shot. Won't count, way short there with the air ball. And Cheyney will get a chance to take the lead. About a $1:37 to go in this first half. Amir Bailey. Threading the needle over to Johnson. Looking inside. Gonna drive Jared Johnson over to the block, and that ball will roll out of bounds. Lincoln gonna take it right back. Darnell Robinson, ball handler on this possession. Defended by Bailey over to Mears. See that defensive matchup holding between Brinkley and Mears. Pitcher for Kirkpatrick, trying to get that screen, unable to pull it off though. And we see Mears driving over to his left. Still holding on to it. Roach 3 seconds on the shot clock, just has to pull it up and won't count. We're just a bit short. Only hitting the front of the rim, and that will be stripped away by Rel Harrington. We saw the Euro step attempt by Elijah Bradley, but that ball just gets poked out at the last second. Unable to get it in. And Cheyney throws it back into Jared Johnson. Trying to find an opening in the paint. Green inside, count it. And Cheyney takes a 21-20 lead. 27 to go in the first half, and Caliph Mears is going to look for an answer. Very ironic. They're up by 10. Mears enters the game, and just like that, they're down by 1 point. 12 seconds to go. 3-point second differential. Shot up, gets his rebound. Mears driving. Going to try for the turnaround. Broken up there by the defense. And Cheyney is just locking down the MVP so far, up by 1 point with it. 1.2 seconds to go in the half. We heard this last night. This Cheney team full of tall bodies who know how to play team defense, really showing their efforts here in this first half so far, up by 1. Low scoring game, 21-20 is your score. And with the timeout with a second to go, we'll just stay right here till the half is done. Gonna go right back to what was said in our podcast. We did touch on the subject, at least the commissioner did, about a potential matchup between Cheyney and Lincoln. That would be the two co-MVPs going up against each other for the title. Would be an amazing show. But upon hearing this, it was John Green immediately saying, I want to defend Caliph Mears. If that does happen, obviously would be the show that all the fans would want. And again, he said that his main goal when defending him, he said this during their regular season matchup, is that he wanted to force him into contested jump shots. It also seems to be the strategy today by Cheyney, as he hasn't been able to get anything from best about anywhere, it looks like. Being able to lock down the star player, three-pointer closing at the half, and that won't count. And up by 1 at halftime, Cheyney showing off their defensive guts and presence, and they're going to try to push this momentum into the second half. And we come back. 21-20 your score. Stay right here on SFBN. ready to start the second half from the Finley Rec Center. 21-20 is your score. It was a quick, fast start by Lincoln. They were able to knock down any three from downtown at Purdue in that first quarter, and saw Cheyney roar back in that second quarter, really turning up the defensive pressure, able to lock down the MVP Caliph Mirrors. Way easier said than done. I want to make sure I get that said before we get restarted here. Just a strong presence from this tall team that we have from Cheney. Johnson starting off this second half. We see Brinkley defended by Kirkpatrick, looking to drive inside right through the defense, dishing it out to the corner. 8:43 to go, just starting up here in this second half. Caliph Mirrors maybe trying to turn up the Jets. We see that shot up and in from way downtown. Nice job there by Amir Bailey, knocking down the shot from deep range. Up by 4, Cheyney is looking for Kirkpatrick inside. And they're going to say it took a bit too many steps there, calling it with the offensive foul rather, maybe a bit too aggressive driving through that paint, and it will be over to Cheney as they retake the possession here. Amir Bailey over to his right, threading the needle on the corner. Jump shot is up and will hit the front of the rim, no good. Lamar Odom looking to step up that presence on the defensive side as he gets the block there, but touches up the offensive player a bit too much there, drawing the foul. Forcing free throws might be the key to the game here for Cheney from this point forward, holding on to the 4-point advantage. I've seen plenty of teams so far in this league able to ice these games right when the second half starts in the free throw line. That running clock surely helps in their favor in that department. We do see that first shot up, hitting in front of the room, no good there for Brinkley. As we said before, Defensive Player of the Year was a strong presence on that wing, locking guys down all season long. We see Kirkpatrick throwing it inside here, and as Lincoln now trails by 5 points. Over to Mears on the wing, needing him to get going. And they're going to try to bring those hands up. Can't do that against him, and that's knocked down there for the layup. Right hand layup is good, and Caliph Mears on the board. Surprise silence by him in that first half. Starting to see some life there from number 2 as this team is now down by just 3. Bailey thinking about the shot, driving inside over to the corner. Johnson for 3. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. And that will be off of the foot of a Cheney defender. Going to be a kickball violation. Lincoln keeping it. Robinson defended by Gene Lett Jr. on the top of the key right there. Looking for an open man. Finding one in Harrington. Here we go with Mears. Looking to see where he's going to drive over to his right. Shot with the contact, and that was so close to going in, but hitting the front of the rim instead. And 2 free throws on the forced foul there by Caliph Mears. Looking to push this game back to a 1-point lead for Cheney. We saw Caliph Mears give his thoughts on the other co-MVP, John Green. He did say himself, as well echoing the statements that he made himself, is that John plays the game the right way and is all about winning. Also knows how to rebound his rear end off, put in PG terms, but definitely our 2 best players we have in our league, and to see him going up against Chester will be a very tough matchup for him, as Chester has been dominant all playoffs long. Poking it about the ball is Caliph Mears all alone, 1v1 inside right hand, drawing the foul. Thinking about throwing over the top, but playing a bit more conservatively, beg your pardon. Going to settle for these 2 jump shot attempts, free throw attempts. Looking to take the lead. Have that quick shot there before. Now trying to do it all by himself. First shot up and in, and we're tied at 25 apiece. Shot number 2, count it, and Lincoln's back on top with a 1-point lead. Gene Lett Jr. over to Jared Johnson, defended by Robinson, looking for an opening through this defense, finding his man on the block, passing it right out. Johnson holding it, 8 seconds to go. Over to Bailey, way downtown, 3-pointer, that's good. Cheyney knocking down his 3-pointers in the second half, up by 2. Harrington looking to run over to his left, over to Raul Rodriguez. Giving that pick to Mears. Spin around, jump shot. Oh, gets the three-point play to fall right down. Spin move on the shot, and he'll get a chance to finish off the three-point play on the circus act there by Caliph Mears. Tying this game up at 28 apiece. This will give them the 1-point lead. We do see Mo Nelson in the building and ready. They're going to be ready to face off against Carroll in the game 1 of the Western Conference Finals following this one right here. And they think that one should count. Refs claim he ran out of that paint a bit too early. And they're going to shoot it one more time. That seems like signs are pointing towards that way. And Mears resettles at the free throw line, looking to give his team the lead once more, and gets it done again. 29-28, Lincoln on top by 1. Jared Johnson with the ball. Looking to get past Caliph, over to his right. They're defended by Darnell Robinson. Strong pressure on the wing the whole game there. Gets a steal himself right there. Good defense by the point guard himself. Cans over to Mears. Looking inside, Euro step move, right hand layup. That won't count. And it's going to be rebounded and corralled in right there by Gene Lett Jr. Getting the ball from the tip, and he'll drive through the paint right hand. No one around him, and gets to go in. Creating that distance from everyone else inside that paint, and Cheyney's up by 1. Robinson in the corner, Harrington from way downtown in the corner, falling to the floor after that shot, and Lincoln will find themselves up by 2. Brinkley inside, creating the space. And we'll see what the call is here. Double dribble indeed, and Lincoln will take this ball. Turnovers by Cheyney, giving Lincoln the 2-point lead. And they'll look to pass this one in right in front of their bench. Robinson to Harrington. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Looking to create this distance from downtown. Saw him knock down those threes in the first half. Going to look to Mears. Looking to see where the defender will try to go. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Quick shot up by Harrington and knocks it down once more. Well, Harrington showing off in the second half. 3 straight shots from downtown. Pushes this lead up to 5 for Lincoln. Playing to their strengths here in the second half. Showing up on the scoreboard. Cans looking for the rejection. He gets it. Kirkpatrick there on the rebound. Robinson, Lincoln running. Pass cross court, Harrington, one more time. Oh, hitting the front of the rim won't count. Gets it once more, falling out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Harrington swears on his life, it looks like that he kept on to that one. And there'll be a timeout called by Cheyney. Maybe trying to stop the momentum after those quick, 2 straight daggers by Raul Harrington. Gives Lincoln the 5-point lead. $1:17 to go in this third quarter. Back and forth we've been going all this game long, it appears to be. We saw Lincoln with that strong 10-point lead in that first quarter. Cheyney able to roar back up to go up by at most by 2 or 3 in that second. Then we see Raul Harrington showing off from way downtown. In these first and third quarters he's been doing that. Now up by 5. Looks like Cheyney is ready to go back on the court. And looks like we're about ready to restart things. Passing it out here, Jared Johnson, and we're getting restarted here. Frazier, step back, jump shot, that's a 2, and that will go right in. 32-35, now trailing by 3. Cheyney is, here we go, Darnell Robinson bringing this one up. Minute to go, third quarter, over to Mears. Looking to drive inside, trying to swing. That defensive pressure always is going to be on him, and he knows that. Looking to get his teammates open. Spin move, drive inside, losing the ball. Cassim Green on the fast break, and he's going to get wrapped up by Darnell Robinson. Smart move by the Lincoln defender, able to stop that fast break, and they'll take this one out here right near that half-court marker. And then we now have 30 seconds to go. Around a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. will be turned off after this possession. They're saying that was off of green and it's going to be out of bounds. Lincoln taking this ball. And they'll try to get up one more shot. Mears bounce pass inside, wide open there is Kirkpatrick. Good job setting himself up in the middle of the paint there by Cal Mears. 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bailey over to Johnson, 3 seconds. 2, final shot of the quarter, that counts at the buzzer. Jared Johnson knocking down the layup with zeros on the scoreboard. And at the end of quarter number 3, it is a 3-point lead for Lincoln. Strong performance by their point guard, Rel Harrington, knocking down threes from downtown, putting them up by 3 points. And we'll see how this one ends. Coming up next on SFBN. Starting up that fourth quarter, 34-37 your score. Good job in that third quarter by number 1 right there, Rel Harrington, able to knock down the multiple threes from downtown in the third. Mears maybe trying to step up his game, been relatively quiet in this game number 1. To see the pass and the shot, and can't net it to go. Attempt by Darnell Robinson, throwing it over to Kirkpatrick, right hand layup and 1. Forcing his way inside and to the free throw line, number 32. Jonathan Kirkpatrick forcing his way to try to complete this and 1 attempt. Looking to get this series advantage in first game. Gonna bounce off the side of the rim, no good. And his lead stays here, 34-39, Lincoln up by 5. Driving inside, Brinkley, right hand won't count. Right there with the rebound is Cans. And here we go up the court looking for Mears. Gonna be recovered here by Cheyney. And it was going to be all alone. Frazier inside, gets it to go in. And this is now a 1-possession game. Up, down by 3. Robinson going to dribble this one up, trying to get Miles Frazier running. Sizing up the defender, looking for that Kirkpatrick screen. Gets it, falls to the floor. Crossover move by Robinson. 3-pointer, corner. Oh, that won't count. Would have probably sucked the roof off of this building after that crazy crossover move. Was unable to capitalize on the 3-pointer. Love to see that again. Had him in a spin cycle, looking like he's in a washing machine after that triple move. And it's going to be Cheney ready to pass this one out with 7:25 to go in the fourth. Rally to Johnson, defended by Mears. Over to the corner, Green driving inside, blocked again by Cans. Showing off the defensive moves there inside. Mears, 1-on-1, shot up. Like there was a doubt. Inside, Calif Mears, 2-pointer is good. And they're now up by 5. Trying to create that space. Jared Johnson drive inside. Stripped away by Mears. Foul on the floor. But it's going to be on number 2. And we're going to get a chance to pass this one right in here once more. Gonna throw it inside. With the ball is Bailey, lobbing it over to his right. Brinkley, layup, won't go. Called in by Cans. And it's going to be on Cheyney. Foul called. It's going to be passed out by Rel Harrington. Just looking to get stops. We said this on the opening that Calif Mears said the key to this game will just trying to control that clock and drain it when up in these late games like this. Trying to see if he'll stay true to what he said. Euro step, left hand, count it. Why hold on to the ball when he could dribble in and get the easy layup like that, says the MVP. Now up by 7, looking to close out Cheney in this game 1. Inside, Jared Johnson gets it to go in. Able to just move and glide through that paint. Getting that 2-pointer to drop right through, pushing this lead down to just 5. Mears, defended by Brinkley, have been on him all game long. Defensive Player of the Year against the league MVP. Let's see who won this matchup. Double team, top of the key, over to Robinson. Gonna look for the bounce pass. Nice look inside, looking for the finish. And the foul. Second attempt is good, and he's gonna look for the three-point play with 5:23 left to go. Been seeing that a lot today. Inside pressure on point and then getting those and ones. What a game from Jonathan Kirkpatrick. Looking to seal the deal from the free throw line. Five to go now. Won't finish the three-point play, but it's going to be it's going to be Cheyney ready to go. 4:50, time becoming an enemy, and it's going to be Amir Bailey throwing this one up. Brinkley, fadeaway, jump shot, mid-range, that counts. Getting the bounce he needed, and it's now just a 5-point lead for Lincoln. Robinson to the post, looking for Patrick maybe, gonna keep it. Oh, what a pass, what a finish, getting the roll he needed to. Hung on the rim for about 15 minutes, but gets it to fall in on the last second. What a look inside the paint there. And this gives them the 7-point lead. And here we go, Bradley inside, Sutter stop, gets it to go in, creating that space on the move. And we are scoring baskets left and right here from the Finley Rec Center. Mears with the ball, 4 to go. Gonna try to put his man on skates. Dribble move after dribble move, gonna drive inside, tough shot, and that'll draw the foul. Forcing his way to the free throw line, Kyle Mears now looking to take this lead even further. Gonna be up by 7 if these two go in. Let's see if he can. First shot, that's good. Shot number 2, don't count. Fighting for the rebound, and it's gonna be off of Jonathan Kirkpatrick. Cheney gonna take this ball. Here we go, Jared Johnson whispering past the defense. Over to Bailey, gonna try his luck from 3, and it'll be fall just short. Gonna get the rebound by Green, and that'll draw the foul. Usually their top scorer, Cassim Green, putting in some work here today, looking to give his team the 4 to trail by only just 4. They're going to claw and pinch their way back into this one. Shot counts. First one's good. Maybe not the best. It's pretty counterintuitive when you think about it compared to like the NBA or any other league. These free throws don't necessarily stop the clock at this point, pass over the 2-minute marker. Maybe not the best idea when you're down to force those free throws. Mears, way downtown, won't count. Bit short there, hitting the front of the rim, and it's rebounded in here by Amir Bailey. Jared Johnson, pass inside. What a defensive play by Darnell Robinson, forcing them to get the ball back. Just able to poke it out. Looked like he was all alone down low, but gets there the last second, and Lincoln gets a clutch stop just over the 2-minute warning. Robinson stopping, going. Defended by Green. Looking to put him on those dribble moves. Cans, pump fake, drive inside, right hand, gets it to go in. Getting that space to drive inside, gets the Dukes to fall, and they're up by 6. 2-possession game for Cheyney. Minute 43 to go, clutch time definitely upon us. Jump shot on the in front of the free throw line, that's no good. Cans with the rebound, over to Robinson, and Lincoln is in a strong spot here. Mirror spin move, looking to get through this defense, defended by Jared Johnson. You see the switch in play here for Cheyney. Gonna look to drive baseline. Right, fade away, jump shot won't count. Looking for the rebound. Grabbed inside by Bailey. Cheyney on the fast break. Johnson with the ball, losing it for a second. Inside, layup, and that won't count. Foul on Caliph Mears, just stuffing him down low, not able to give him any opening to finish beyond 1, and 2 free throws come out for Cheyney. Inside 2 minutes, clock stop at the free throw line. Now a good chance to try to get these 3 points to go in with a $1:08 to go on the clock. Shot, good. Now down by just 5. And a timeout will be called by Cheyney. A minute 08 to go, down by 5. Could be anyone's game. There for the taking. Let's see who will. Gonna take a quick break then. Wrap things up for you in this game number 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals on SFBN. One minute, 8 seconds to go. Fourth quarter, down by 5. Jared Johnson at the line. Cheyney trying to make this a one-possession game. Let's see if they can. First shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Green. Inside layup, and we'll get another invitation to the free throw line here. Lincoln a bit foul happy here and just above the minute mark. Looking to push this lead down to a one-possession game once again. Cheyney with the golden opportunity. First shot gets it in. Now this is the big one. Second shot gets the friendly bounce, and it's now a 3-point lead for Cheyney. Lincoln trying to push that lead even further. Robinson with the ball, defended by Green. Try to drive right past them, dribble move, pass out, Rel Harrington. Gonna get through that pressure. Kirkpatrick down low, rejected and stuffed by Green. Getting the rebound is Lincoln. Harrington, mid-range, layup attempts, getting that tip in, and that won't count. Cheyney taking it, and they'll have a chance here to tie this one up. Bit of a debate on whose ball this is. And the refs will convene to figure this one out. And they change their mind. Lincoln getting this ball, and they'll have a chance to convert here. 3-point game, looking to tie this one up. Inside, layup, left hand, won't count. Green with the rebound, and Harrington gets the ball. Lincoln gets a stop they need. Lincoln, Mears, inside, and they'll get the win right there. Authoritative dunk there by the MVP, and there he is, waiting on that one. Corner. Jump shot over the defender, won't count. Getting that attempt on the tip in, and that's good. Still anyone's game. Johnson to the corner. Frazier way downtown. Oh my God, that would have been big. Jensen getting another chance. Shot clock turned off. 3-point game. This is what you live for. Corner losing the ball, holding on to it to Bailey. One more pass. Corner. Frazier to tie it up. That won't count. Cans with the rebound, and no foul. 3.1 left. What a sequence that was. We saw that pass by Rel Harrington to Mears, throwing it high and down and hard. Then we see the chances on the other end. Cheyney had every chance they would ever want to tie this one up, was unable to convert from downtown. Could make the argument that Miles Frazier is not necessarily the go-to guy from 3, but definitely had 2 open looks, unable to convert. And now we see Cans with the golden opportunity to ice this game for Lincoln. First shot, front of the rim won't count. Makes the second shot ever more important. Plenty of options here. Making the shot would be option number 1. Unable to do so. Cheyney with the ball out of timeouts. Gonna have to shoot it at the end, and that's way off. And Lincoln escapes with the win in game 1. Huge finish there at the end, able to knock it down there by Californians at the end. And that'll do it for game number 1. Lincoln finishing up by 3 with a game 1 win. Going to be coming up right next after this one. Western Conference Finals starting up. Going to be Chester and Carroll going one-on-one. Janya Green, gonna get set to see him going in his Western Conference Finals debut. Gonna finish this one up, gonna be ready real quick there for game one of the West. Gonna be right back, stay right here on SFBN.